Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Good afternoon. Okay, you see the title, Nashville High School Shooter was Misguided Black Teen. I say again, misguided Black Teen. This will be a research edition. I will be playing video footage of the reports, and I want to explore everything, how they approached this story, what the media wants us to know. And when I say the media, I mean the dominant society. What they want us to know, there's already some type of manifesto, the Nigger Cell Manifesto, No Lives Matters, S, plural, okay? And someone claiming that he is ashamed to be black. Pardon me, past tense. Was ashamed to be black, okay? I've got his information. He's now deceased. He killed himself, according to the reports. 17-year-old Solomon Henderson. This happened yesterday morning, but I wanted to give it some time to see, again, how the media rolls this out. This is not the typical crime for a young black male, you know, shooting other students in the school. Now, this wasn't a mass shooting, you know. He killed himself, shot someone else, grazed him in the head, and then killed a female, 16 years old. I'm not sure if he was dating her, whether he liked her. He seems to be some type of incel. But again, I'm going to comb through this. And the manifesto, wherever this came from, if this was on his social media account, one of his accounts, it seems to me that he was under the delusion with regards to who he was, maybe how he was raised. How did it get this far? Again, 17 years of age. I'm not, you know, the sharpest knife in the drawer, but this type of behavior, again, is more so other cultures, a little younger, around 15 or 16. This guy was 17 years of age. And clearly, if this is real, self-hatred. Good evening, troll babies. Was this guy a tether gone crazy? Was he a freedom fighter? And I say that with all due respect. Did he have a mission? A lot of times when the media approach these types of shootings, the first thing they say is, oh, he was highly intelligent, withdrawn. They want to push forth a narrative that the shooter was, you know, had a high IQ. And he and or she, more so he, was the victim of bullying and other things, right? Was this guy bullied? And that's why I'm saying misguided. They've already went into his home where his mother lived. I'm not sure if he had a father or does have a father. They've already went inside the home and gathered all sorts of, I guess, evidence or just anything that would help them, figure this out, figure out this killing and then this self-suicide, all right? Guys, also, you see my showrunner, can a hoe become a righteous woman? Never mind a housewife. Can a hoe become a righteous woman? I've got some video footage I also want to play from a female. Now, I don't know if she's ever sold her body. I'm not calling her a prostitute, but Brittany Renner, huh? Brittany Renner, she's been on this set for years. I saw her, a decade ago on Vlad TV when she was very young, you know, and talking about dating Trey Songz, or Trey Songz was her sugar daddy or something. But she's now embraced and submitted to the will of Allah. And she's got videos that she's posting on her IG page. She's got a couple of million followers. Salute to Corey Holcomb. Corey says she's full of shit. Is she still hustling? Is she now, you know, flipping the script, so to speak? I'm going to play the video footage, but I want to ask you guys a question. Can a hoe become a righteous woman? Now, to her credit, unless you tell me I'm wrong, I've never known her or seen her do porn. Has she just always been some type of IG chick? You guys in live chat. Is she just one of those chicks always running her mouth up on Instagram, you know? Now she's talking that Allahu Akbar stuff, you know? Good evening. Pardon me. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yes, flipping the script. That's an old saying. Yes, somebody said flipping the script. Yeah, flipping the script. Okay. All right. So I want to get to these particular topics, and coming up a little bit later, I got a bunch of videos to play. Let me just say that now. I think I have a new favorite rapper, Jin Lee. Is he from Houston or is he from Fort Worth? You guys heard of Jin Lee? Got a white boy talking that talk. Oh, he's spitting the N-word, and I like the track. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it. Jin Lee out of Texas somewhere, okay? All right, good afternoon, Penelope. Thank you for tapping in. Vance, good to hear from you, sir. Yeah, strictly a research show. And thank you to those who chimed in last night because we did a research show last night, played a lot of video footage, and I just didn't feel like doing edits, so I just, the show itself, I saved the file, but I just didn't feel like leaving it up and then dealing with copyright stuff. Okay, thank you, Deeds. Deeds is on the check-in. Deeds says, Deeds, are you sure he's from Dallas? I saw in the video, I saw a couple of young people. They had on the old Houston Oilers hats. Let me go to the live chat early. King Blex. King Blex says, the fuck? Yeah, the fuck. I'm trying to figure this out. Desmond Fox. Desmond, I haven't heard from you in a while, man. Do you want to call in? Stop letting these devils say the N-word. Well, why? Why? Desmond Fox used to keep me up to speed, if that's the same Desmond Fox with regards to drill rap, right? Desmond, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said once upon a time, the worst devil is a black devil. So if we're letting the devils, the white devils, as you say the N-word, I think you have to blame the black devils who let it get to this point. Yes? Okay. Okay, thank you, Deeds. Deeds is standing on it. She's saying, no, he's from Dallas. Okay. I'll play it shortly. Okay. Photo Boy Jay, are you calling in, sir? Because he and I were talking this morning with regards to the Nashville, Tennessee high school shooter. And Photo Boy Jay, he said, no, this is a tether. I said, are you sure? Now, I've got his picture. I'm not going to put his picture on the screen. He's wearing a T-shirt. He's holding a phone. It looks like he's got some type of Nigerian features to me. This looks like a tether who just, came over here, or maybe he was born here, and he got turned out, maybe somewhere, along his come up. He wound up on all fours. I say that, respectfully. And let me just say, with regards to whoever's left in his family, you better start filing lawsuits before they start suing you. Because parents are now getting arrested, charged, and they're going to jail when their kids shoot up schools. So I assure you, at some point, his parents or mother will be sued. Let me look in the live chat. Guys, does he come from a single parent home? So, again, the young man, supposedly some type of incel, hated being black. This is what was sent to me. This is what is circulating online. Let me just read some of this. Hold on a second. I'm ashamed to be black. I feel like shit being nigger. For anyone who wants to use calling me a coon, sellout, whitewash, Uncle Tom, /ruckus, blah, blah, blah. Fuck off. Go back to your ass-clapping fat negresses. Spelling is horrible. It seems like I can never hear black people doing anything positive anymore. Niggers have to ruin shit. Niggers have to do what niggers do best. We should have protest at this moment. Okay. I see Photo Boy Jay. Hold on a second. We're going to have this conversation this afternoon. There he is, FBJ, the Nashville high school shooter. Misguided black teen or a bootlicking coon? What say you, Florida Boy Jay?
This is a terroristic tether on the loose, a buck dancing, Gen Zest coon who was inspired by one of the biggest tether mammies in society. He referenced Candace Owens, another alt-right black tether, disparaging black folks. This a black boy, this Tether, was in the same racial chat rooms that Doja Cat was in, showing feet.
Right.
Showing feet. Had the man talk about what he was going to do to black people. And I don't know if this is an appropriate time or platform to regurgitate some of the things that he quoted.
Well, hang on a second, because you sent me some notes this morning. This is a research show, so we can go there. Don't worry about the language. I've already read some of his nigger cell manifesto. Take your time. Let's go there.
Yes. He identifies himself as a nig cell. Like we have the incel movement going on. He's a part of the nig cell right-wing extremist movement that was really birthed around the pandemic, January 6th time, a Proud Boy era. Okay. This is a very quiet sleeper cell community that I have encountered with in face-to-face firsthand. These are black people. Just imagine a nerd who wants to be white but is black. Right. So he hates being black. He hates the fact that he's a nerd. And then he hates any type of liberal, conservative policies or traditions that's going on around him. So pretty much he has boxed himself in the corner. And the things that he was saying in his nigger cell manifesto said, do you have any groups that are backing you? He said, yes, the Mark Pyler on Reddit. These Reddit groups, these subgroups, is what it is. They said, they asked him, are you a white supremacist? He said,
can I read something real quick? If this is his nigger cell manifesto, thoughts on black people, ? He says, kill niggers, behead niggers, roundhouse, kick a nigger into the concrete, put a bomb in a nigger's mouth, throw knives at niggers, inflate niggers until they pop. This sounds like the song Run Nigger Run that Star and Buck Wild did decades ago.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, go ahead. I shouldn't be laughing. Oh my God.
Yeah, he also wrote a dissertation says nigger does nothing, nigger kill them all. Yeah. How the F are you going to talk about groups and not talk about the actual groups? Niggers this, what the F is that? Nigger are the perfect tribe. What are niggers anyways? I don't like dark people, but I love niggers. This thing is like about 500 pages, and nigger is probably takes about 250 of them. I keep scrolling down, and obviously when he says his name is Solomon Charlie Henderson. Yeah. Wherever this Solomon Samad, and then his hairline is busted and disgusted. Looks like there is no FBA barber in his sight. This is a Tether lineup. Okay. This is a Tether haircut. We're all going to point that out. Also, they said, do you have any personal reason why you wanted to commit this violent act? He said, yes, I was born in the hellhole of LA and lived there a couple years. I won't go in depth.
Okay, so he was born in LA, Los Angeles?
Yes.
Okay. But we have nothing from his parents or mother, no statement yet. I'm looking for that video. If you see one, please send it to me. Hold on a second. Deeds, if you find a video of this guy's mother speaking, please email it to me. Go, you were saying Florida Boy Jake, go ahead.
I want to know why we haven't had, just like when these white folks these white kids be killing, why don't we see his mom and dad plastered on 6 o'clock news being perp walked out their front door handcuffs for negligence and contributing to this degenerate Tether? On top of the fact, they asked him, are you a white supremacist? He said, no, I am a golden nigger. I will make sense for me to be one. I can't be a white supremacist. Are you a black supremacist? No, I will be if niggers weren't so effing retarded and can work on something together. Do you see this? Do you see the pro-black to anti-black pipeline? See, when he said that message, black people, no matter where in the diaspora, we have to look at each other right there.
I need you to take a breath, Florida Boy Jay. Take a breath. Afro Latina, you're on the screen. She says using N-word too much. Afro Latina, nobody uses the N-word as much as Hispanics, especially if you're from New York. How dare you? Sit tight, Florida Boy Jay. I want to make sure I get left-handed on the line here. He may have some type of insight. Left-handed, are you there, sir? Good afternoon. This is a research edition. Peace.
Peace. What's good, man? Florida boy Jay, what's poppin'?
How are you? Where do you want to start, man?
Man. I'm seeing the runner. Can a hoe be a righteous woman? Mm-hmm. That depends on if she's done with her hoeing. Again, anything can happen for anybody, man. You know what I mean? People go through things and they decide to do a 180, which is, well within their rights. A righteous woman, a virtuous woman, perhaps. But after her whole stage is over with, she's gonna have to, now she's gonna have to do it for everybody else, kind of, sort of, to prove to her righteousness.
Bingo.
You know what I'm saying?
Is her whole stage over? Because you see, if they get into religion and they start hoeing on behalf of religion, that it's a tricky gray area. So I appreciate you coming in, but you're a man of knowledge like myself, an older man. Can a hoe become a righteous woman? Continue. Florida boy Jay, sit tight. You're still on the line. I just want to let left-handed speak. Go ahead. Can a hoe?
Yeah, man. I just, I was vibing out, man, to FBJ because he was cooking on that the school shooter situation. But yeah, man, I just wanted to add on, man, real quick, man, and let y'all do what y'all do. I just wanted to add on to the showrunner, man. Okay. We did a great show last night. We did another show. So again, Tuesday and Wednesday we rocked out. But we'll talk about that, man. Go ahead, do what y'all do.
I sent you an email.
Real quick.
Hang on. I sent you an email. You never responded. I was looking for the YouTube link. You sent me some link that I couldn't even get in there.
Yeah, because we're not on that anymore. We're on Riverside now. But I'll get you a YouTube link. Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What's up, Jay? You got a question?
Yeah, no. I just want to salute Left Handed for packing out the potato dweller and letting him know where we be at, and he can't just talk to everybody crazy. Salute to Left Handed, man. Once again.
Hey, man, check this out, Jay. You already know what it is, my guy. That would be online, offline, whatever the case may be. But every time, man, I'm here and I'm with it. So that's what it is, man. So salute. Y'all do what y'all do. Man. And we'll talk, Star.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Florida boy Jay, let's go back to you, sir. Okay. Guys, we're talking about the Nashville, Tennessee high school shooter. I'm saying he was a misguided black teen. He's deceased. He killed himself. Let me just lay something else out here, Florida boy Jay. And I appreciate where you're going. But when I say misguided, he's making these references in this manifesto, if it is his, the Nigger Cell Manifesto, to thoughts on Europeans and other people and Nazis and so on and so forth. The interpretations of what Adolf Hitler and the Third Reich said at that particular point in time in history has been misconstrued over the decades because they lost the war. And as many of you already know, the winner gets to tell the story. However, you can now hear Adolf Hitler speaking. You can hear his speeches transcribed through artificial intelligence. I just want to say that because here in America, so many people, not just white people, but black people, they are confused about what Adolf Hitler really was trying to do. That's all I'm going to say. But it wasn't this whole hate thing that, we have been led to believe. Did they commit acts of evil? Yes. No ifs, ands, or buts. But when people cherry pick, such as this guy did clearly, and he seems to have just been out of his mind, whether he was FBA or Tether, you have to say, well, why did he feel that what Hitler and the Third Reich were saying actually had anything to do with him? And again, I'll just say this one last thing. The Nazis and Adolf Hitler, what they did was sanctioned by many. He wasn't just out there on an island by himself swinging a goddamn axe. His actions were approved. That's all I'll say. Back to you, Florida boy Jay.
Sorry, you can hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, because I want this message.
You got to come closer. You got to come closer. You sound too far away. I can hear you, but you're too far away.
Okay. I need this message to ring loud and clear, man. Okay. He who controls the algorithm controls the minds of the people.
Yes, we know.
This kid was radicalized by Nick Fuentes, Candace Owens. He only repped Europeans, listened to these far-right podcasts. The thing when he said he would be a black supremacist if black people can really just get their head out of their asses. I mean, it reminds me of a lot of people that I see have the pro-black, the anti-black pipeline. When you realize you can't save black people, he just missed the part where you got to save yourself and like-minded people around you, and he went towards the wrong end. Like I said before, we need to have a tighter grip on these online communities. You can ban these sites. You could flag this. You could flag Israel. But you could take down these illegal sports streaming sites. We can't take down these 4chan and these sleeper cell chat groups that lead to mass suicides and mass killings. I just find it very crazy. And once again, I will say this again, Star. He who controls the algorithm controls the minds of the people. And lastly, can a hoe become a righteous woman? People only become righteous after hoeing when they suffer the consequences of hoeing. And if you want to ask women, can they become righteous after being promiscuous and hoes, you have to ask men the same thing. And I will lay my plane there.
Well, you're gonna put it off on men. Why? Women push out that life force through their uterus. It doesn't apply to men in any way, shape, or form. The question, no.
The reason why I have to ask men that same question is because men suffer the same consequences from hoeing. Men do the same thing. You get done hoeing, your wife leaves you, you get divorced, you lose half your money, or you got caught doing something freaky. Now you want to reframe yourself as a pastor or reframe yourself as a spiritual teacher. When you was hoeing, sucking poles, licking toes, chasing niggas with wigs, and then you got caught and exposed, suffer consequences. Now you want to be righteous. Listen. If you want to know, can a woman be righteous? Ask yourself, hoe ass niggas in the chat. And when I say hoe ass niggas, I ain't saying disparage, but niggas who hoe in the chat, niggas who out their way with women, who can tell the baddest chick, hey, get out of here, and invite them on 15 minutes later. If you have access to holiness, just like women do, can you be righteous?
I hear you, Florida Boy Jay, but no, it's not the same. And salute to M. De Niro. He says it's not the same. No, it's not the same. A man in the world of, if we're talking mysticism and believers, a man is made in the image of God, not a woman. So a man should be allowed to sample the fruit in multiple forms. But a woman has to be righteous. But I hear you're trying to spin it, but I'll let you finish up.
Yeah, it's not really me so much trying to spin it. It's like, I hear you. And I'm not saying, listen, okay, see, I'm spinning it. See, I'm spinning like Barrett Terrence in 97. This is what I'm trying to tell you, Star. This is the point. These niggas, we can sit here and talk about what the Bible said, what the Lord said, but when a lot of these niggas when they main squeeze, they baby mama packed up everything, she set up and she left because nigga was hoeing and listening to FBJ and Star's doctrine, then what they gonna do? What is niggas gonna do? How do you get your woman back after being a hoe? You become a righteous man. There's no path to the fruitful, deserving things you're supposed to get if you are not righteous under the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, man. I'm gonna go ahead and log off. I'm gonna hang up. I hope we have a beautiful show, Star. We gotta keep kicking these feathers back, in, man. Salute. Man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I let him speak, but it's not the same. No. A man is not hoeing because he smashes 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm sampling the nectar. I'm made in the image of God, not you, bitch. Follow my lead. Follow my lead. Fall down and submit to the will of God, bitch. I don't even want to get started, but hey, thank you for your donation. Mellow Man, let me see. Mellow Man says, is the killer related to Myron Gaines? Oh, a fresh and fit. I have no idea, sir. I have no idea. Alejandro, good to hear from you. Hang on a second. Yes, guys, I'm going to get to what I think might be my new favorite rapper shortly, Jin Lee. I like to see a white boy spit the N-word, but you see, I want him to stand on it. Oh, I was rooting for Slim Jesus. You guys ever heard of Slim Jesus, or have you remember him? Slim Jesus. Oh, he came out talking that real gangster shit, Went up on Vlad TV, and that was it. That was the end of him. Can I hope become a righteous woman? I may or may not play Brittany Renner's videos again, but she's trying to make the turn, Phone lines are open. Pernell, I got your donation. Thank you. Pernell, we're kind of past the Fat Joe thing. Come on, man. Just stay focused, please. Listen, Fat Joe has been capping for decades. Don't start calling me, yo, the video was fake. We know it's fake. We don't give a shit. The crowd booing Fat Joe, it probably wasn't even Chicago. I heard the video was from 2011. We don't care. Fat Joe caps all the time. Now you're mad at us because we had some fun? Get out of here, man. All right, somebody's call just dropped out, 757 if you want to call back. T, I got your donation. I'm doing research too. And I just found out that Solomon Henderson was subscribed to the Star Report. That's the fourth shooter in a row, Star. Keep it gated. Yeah, wasn't that guy who shot up the subway in Brooklyn? Wasn't he a Star Report subscriber? Wasn't the guy... I forget his name. Yeah, he was a subscriber to the show. Let me get area code 757. Good afternoon. Never mind the language. This is a research show. Are you there? 757. Please turn that down. Please don't kill the vibe, or you got to go. Why do people do that? Get out of here. Jesus Christ. Area code 862. Good afternoon. Are you there? 862.
Hey, how you doing, Stars? SW from New Jersey.
Hey,
Stars, New Jersey. How you doing?
What's cracking? What's shaking? How you feel?
I'm good. I just want to touch base on the topic. Can you turn a O into a housewife?
That's not the topic, baby. I'm sorry. Can you read the screen? It's a specific.
I'm sorry, I don't have it on the
specific question. No, we're not talking. Oh, can you turn a house? No. Can a hoe become a righteous woman?
Oh, could a hoe become a righteous woman? Yeah. I've always kind of been like 50-50 with that. I think it all depends on how far you fell off the deep end with hoeing. If you a type of person that has done a little damage here and there, but me personally, I don't think so. I think that, once you always was one, it's always going to be temptation there. And I think they just trying to use that as a distraction. I have a lot of friends that I knew growing up, and some of them was just like ridiculous. And I still look at them now, even though that they got kids, they married. I look at them now like, oh, you got ran through so much, and it just seems a little weird to me. I don't really think so, to me personally. I don't think that they could be righteous. I think it's more like a...
How old are you, darling? How old are you?
I'm 42 years old. I'm going to be 43 this year.
Okay. So you're saying no, a hoe cannot become a righteous woman?
I don't know.
Damn.
I don't think so.
Damn.
That maybe...
Might you be a downward thinker? Are you a downward thinker?
Excuse me?
Might you be...
Am I down with who?
Might you be a downward thinker?
Maybe so. Maybe I haven't really explored too much out the box.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm just going by personal experience of people that I have grew up with, I have seen, and it's just, I see the temptation is there. Like I said, I have somebody I used to be real cool with when I was young, and I've seen a lot of things that they did I didn't participate in, and she's married, and every once in a while she calls me up, and she's like, I want to get away from these damn kids. And I'm like, you never really grown. So maybe it's just my personal experiences of dealing with certain people. Maybe I am being a little bit closed-minded, but most of the people that I've dealt with.
No. Stay with me. You're not being closed-minded. You're
okay.
You're, in my opinion, you're hitting the nail on the head. And I'm not going to say just yet what my feelings are, but when we're talking about a righteous woman, never mind a housewife, never mind that. Can a hoe become a righteous woman? Are you, with regards to mysticism and morals and standards, do you have a moral compass yourself? I would imagine to some degree, yes?
Yeah, of course, to some sort of degree. I'm not a religious person. I don't really consider myself like an atheist. I do believe that there is something out there. But yeah, I do hold myself up to certain standards. I was raised a certain type of way. I do think on my own, and I know for a fact that there are certain people have went completely off the deep end with certain things, you know? And I think people get the definition of...
Atheists have morals. Why did you put atheists into the equation? Atheists have morals.
I'm just saying, I mean, like, I put it in the equation so you can understand, like, I'm not like a pro-religious type of person. And I'm not going to sit here and talk about things that I don't know, but I feel like there is something out there. But I do have morals.
But I just wanted to interject because you see, you know, your morals don't come to you by way of mysticism or religion. They come to you by way of conceptual integrations. I have morals, ethics, and values, a high standard, you know. So again, just because someone falls down and sobs to the unknown doesn't mean that they have this framework of morals. If anything, they're the ones who are more closed-minded and hateful. They hate other people and claim they don't know the truth. Just want to say that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, but like I said before, as far as, you know, turning someone into a hoe, into you know, into a righteous person,
righteous,
a righteous type of person. Like I said, I see a lot of people fall off the deep end, and I'm not talking about, you know, going out dating 2 or 3 guys, and you know, I'm talking about really hoeing, like really hoeing, like Backpage and going out here, and you know, and to be honest with you, I think every woman got a little hoe in her, you know, but there are some people that they completely went off the deep end, and I don't think there's no turning back from that.
Girl, you are hitting the nail on the head. Now, I would say most women, not all, most got hoeing in them. Have you ever met any females or had any friends who they look at girls twerking and say, "Ooh, she nasty twerking," but then they turn around, you know, and do the same goddamn thing and, you know, act like, "Oh, I was drinking," I you know, try and play it off.
I know somebody like that.
Yeah,
my sister, she'll turn around and toot her nose up at somebody, and then when a gorilla song come on, or Ice Spice, she's working in the mirror in the house. Just because you're not out doing it on the news, you still have that mind.
The right song, come on, they start dipping it low. Ow, ow.
and know every word to the song. And know every word to the song. So I like I said, I think that women, we have a little hoe in us, you know. Like I said, even myself, you know, when I was younger, you know, we have all did some things that you questioned yourself as a woman, like, did I just do that? Did I just do that? But there's some that just go completely off the deep end. I don't think there's no saving them at all.
I appreciate the call, darling. I appreciate the call.
You have a good night, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Tony Touch. Oh, Tony Touch with the uppercut. The DC Sniper and Colin Ferguson are both Jamaican. When are you FBA niggas gonna get your guns? Oh! Hey there, good afternoon. This is a very sloppy research show. 615. Please turn that down in the background.
Hey, what's going on?
Please turn that down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing, Mr. Stark?
Hey, man. How are you, sir?
I'm all right. Calling about this Antioch. I'm actually an Antioch alumni. I went to the Antioch High School, man.
Did you? Okay.
Yes, sir. And I just wanted to touch on a little bit, man. It's a crazy situation, no doubt about it. My daughter graduated from that. And then as far as Nashville goes, man, you can get messed up here in Nashville. I don't know what the guy Steve I was talking about, man, but it's a huge black community here in Nashville. I'm born and raised in South Nashville, man. Okay. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Well, I let him talk, as long as he stays on topic, but he drifts off a lot. So now, what is the ethnic makeup of that school, if you will? Because, what we're seeing here, if this is true, this Nigger Cell manifesto, he appeared to be very hateful of himself and other blacks. What is the ethnic makeup of that school?
Yes, I mean, Antioch it is a melting pot. It's like a pot of gumbo. I mean, you're going to find a little bit of everything there. Asians, Latinos, blacks, whites. I mean, just about everything. Turkish people that come over here from, what's they called? Oh, my goodness. I'm getting a brain freeze, but shit. But it's a variety of people here in Antioch, man. That's for sure.
So what year did you graduate from that school?
97. I actually got locked up when I was 16, man. I talked to you before about the Kamala Harris thing. Okay. I got locked up at 16, and I didn't get to.
I don't remember, but now, okay. So the school, the racial makeup has changed since then. Would you say it's more Hispanic, more Caucasian? And when we're talking about Caucasian in areas like that, a lot of that is Euro trash, not necessarily white. It's not white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. It's a lot of trash, a lot of mountain trash, right?
Yes, sir. Honestly, Antioch has got a majority of Latino and black population at the high school.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big black and Latino population over there, for real. Because my daughter, she was not too long ago graduated from there in 2020.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a very diverse place, man. It's nothing like this guy was talking about.
Well, you have a lot of Hispanics who want to be white, and a lot of them are really hateful towards black people. They're wannabes. They want to
yes, they are.
They want to align themselves with a Caucasian ideal, and white people reject them. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. They reject the Latino just like they reject the niggers that like he was. And he was a Taylor. No doubt about that. He was not foundational Black American.
Are you sure?
At all.
He was
from Somalia.
Are you sure?
I am absolutely positive, 100%. He was from Somalia.
Really?
He is not FBA.
Oh, what is your source? What is your source?
Well, I'm real heavy on what they call me, Rage Rice. I'm all over Facebook, man. And I know a lot of people at Antioch, man. Like I said, I'm from here. I'm from the area, so I'm very in tune with what's going on in my community.
So he ate a lot of food, Somalian food. That's his family makeup, yada yada yada.
Well, from what my daughter was telling me from some of her friends, that the guy's mother actually pulled a gun out on him when he was like 7 or 8 years old, and he said it traumatized him. It said it traumatized him, man. It's done built, I guess, some deep-seated hatred that's done built up in this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was, and I'm with you. I think he was just a misguided youth, and he got a hold to this Nick Fuentes and all this black hate talk that they do on the internet now, man. And he got caught up in that nonsense.
Well, he probably he's gone now, a poor understanding of a lot of things that went on over in Europe. Hitler was a killer, no doubt about it, and he was hateful towards the Jews, no doubt about it. That's not even a question. But with regards to the understanding that a lot of people here in America have, it's only told from one perspective, if you will. So I'm saying he was misguided, not that I would ever excuse his actions. Has his mother released a statement of sorts?
No, they say that the police actually talked to her and everything, but I'm not sure if she's released a statement. I'm literally just getting back in town. I'm a professional truck driver. I don't know what these callers are talking about, but I'm just getting off of work.
Okay.
And I just wanted to tune in because I heard the topic, man. I actually just saw the video that you played. And that's the first time that I'm seeing this where the guy's getting all jiggy with the watch and all that bullshit. You know what I mean? He hates niggers, but he wants to be a nigger so fucking bad. I don't understand this.
Right. Monkey shit. I appreciate
monkey shit. Thank you, sir.
Well, hang on, but before you go, anything else you want to educate us on with regards to this individual, and condolences to the family of the young girl who was killed. She was only 16. She didn't deserve that. Were they dating, or did he like her? Why did he shoot her? Why did he target her? Or was she just a random killing?
It's been a bunch of stories. And actually, today they found all over Nashville. It's been 2 different high schools. They found 2 guns at Canyon Ridge High School, which is actually right down the street from Antioch where the shooting happened. And they found another gun in McGavin. So it's supposed to have been some kind of sale. They were supposed to actually do this shit today.
Okay.
And the guy, I guess he got scared and thought that the police was on to him, so he jumped the gun and did it yesterday, man. But it was supposed to be a orchestrated attack, man.
Wow. Okay. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
All right, thank you, son.
Yes,
Take it easy.
Okay, all right. Area code 646. Good afternoon. We're doing research. Are you there? 646. Good afternoon.
I'm here.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Yes, I'm good. I was just watching a stream live when you were saying the kid was saying he was fine.
Yeah.
After the shooting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you joining the conversation, sir? What's going on?
Yeah, man. I honestly, when I'm online and I see it's racial slurs or just like race stereotypes, I always go after. I mean, I support people who go after the I always go after the shooter looks the same. There's a white shooter. Like, at least this kid didn't shoot up a school. Like, oh, Jamel on the corner with a Montclair, this, that, and the third. Yeah, it's sad what he did, but he didn't shoot 30 unarmed people in the school.
Okay.
And I'm surprised to see that as a black shooter, honestly. Like, if, I mean, not that you don't have, like, far as, like, they call this a mass shooting. I'm surprised to see that he's black, whether he's FBA or Tether. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised, because I don't want to say, if you go to stereotypes, this is not what the shooter looks like. Right. And I doubt if the news can run with this because it doesn't have, I don't know if the news can run with this because it's just like the news pushing white people being oppressed. Like, white people, I read something a couple of years ago in the FBI stats that white people died in custody.
You's a reading nigga, yes? You's a reading nigga?
Here and there, okay. Here and there. I'm no Aristotle, but, I definitely can read, but here and there.
Okay.
But it said that white people died in the custody of police more than black people. But I looked, and this is during the pandemic, and I looked, and I said, hold on, the news media cannot push that white people are oppressed and them dying in the police custody. That's not a story that they can run with, but they can run with George Floyd or all of these black people getting killed because that has that gains traction. Like, that's an ongoing story. Like, oh, a black person died in the hands of the cops. Well,
sir, what we have right now, if I can jump in, we have a deranged savage, seems to have been confused, possibly misguided. Let's not excuse what he did, okay? He was the shooter.
Not at all.
So let's not, white people do what they do. This we know, and we've already said here, I'm not sure how long you've been listening, that this is not typical behavior. But he has done what he did. Condolences to the families, yes?
Yes, condolences to the families and all of the people that's affected by this. This whole community is affected. This community got to start rebuilding now. It's unfortunate, despite the color of the shooter. I mean, it's a coward move. I don't care what color you are. I mean, a coward is a coward. Right. I'm not going to cut him any slack because he's black. I'm just saying that I'm semi-shocked to see, but at the same time, like, people in America die at the hands of another by a gun. I think every 24 seconds in America, somebody shot or something like that. We live in a brutal society. Right. Even though I'm in New York, crime is down, right? There was probably like 3,000 murders in 1993 in New York.
Crime is not down in New York, sir. That's a myth. Crime is up. People are getting killed on the goddamn subways. Crime is not down. But now let's go back for a second with regards to this now deceased shooter. Okay, this is a tragedy, as we've already said. And okay, you're shocked. You're shocked that he did what he did. What now? And any types of new policies or laws? What do you want to see with regards to this type of behavior? What do you want to see?
No, there's too many powerful figures and organizations involved. The NRA, right? That's just the NRA, National Rifle Association. It's too many lobbyists, and nothing is going to change. Like, nothing is going to change. Somebody's going to make money off of this. Families, there's no change going to be made. Somebody's going to use this a couple years from now to get in office. People are going to use this how they can to benefit them. Sadly, but this is America. That's a part of capitalism. George Zimmerman just sold his gun that he killed Trayvon Martin with for $200,000. So the family is even further traumatized. Shit. Everyone is going to come in. What you call them? You call them bottom feeders? You call people something that's nibbling, like, oh, let's eat off the carcass, as you say. Kicking with whatever. The people are going to eat off of this. If you're a local, if you could get your hands, like I just saw that a community organization is accepting donations. Like, it's just like that's the first thing. Let's get donations, and it's going straight to the proceeds is going to the families of the victims. Right. Okay, they got to go through somebody's hands before they get to the family of the victim. So people's going to eat. This is going to happen over and over. I don't believe it's going to change. Not in our lifetime. It's a cycle, and if I can jump in, it is a cycle, and I can appreciate you calling it and giving your opinion. Okay, so now this guy, he's deceased. Are you a father? Your father at all? Yes, I'm a father. I have a daughter that's 3.5.
Wow. Okay. Precautionary measures, is what at this point in time is what I would hope that would be put into motion. More security at the school. What do you think about metal detectors or something that prevents these types of people from doing these types of actions? I mean, it's never going to stop. Let's not kid ourselves. It's never going to stop. But the goal should be, in my opinion, to slow it down. Yes, no?
The goal should be to slow it down. Only if those that are in charge, that benefits them. If slowing it down benefits those that are in charge, and like unless somebody gets in office and they go against the grain and challenge, I want to do this with assault rifles. I don't know if he had an assault rifle or not. Like slowing it down, I don't see that happening. I see that it's a learned behavior, and we live in a society where violence is prevalent. Right. So I don't think that. I think that the next one is already happening. The next one is already happening. It's just a matter of time. And hopefully, how you go to school and you're at the wrong place in the wrong time. Right. We just live and then once everybody's scared and living in fear, it's like the damage is already done. It's like the damage is already done. It's unfortunate. I mean, I hope that it stops, but I mean, I guess I hope that it stops. But the reality is that it's not going to stop anytime soon. It's slow it down. Metal detectors.
If I can jump in,
they're not going to pick.
If I can jump in, you said crime is down in the New York tri-state. I've lived there for decades. And I say this with all due respect, just because the number of robberies is not as high as it was the previous year, it does not mean that the types of crimes are not increasing. You guys had somebody set on fire. I mean, I haven't seen that in all the years I lived in New York. I mean, maybe it happened, but now you've got video footage. Someone was set on fire. I mean, that's got to be a call for the National Guard. Yes, no, maybe. I think you've got more police now that have been put on trains at night. I just saw that. Yes.
Yeah, damn police. I saw.
Police. Sir. I saw it the other day. I listened to 10-10 Wins in the morning. I'm not a Breakfast Club listener. 10-10 Wins in the morning. You've got 2 police per car now. It just started like a couple of days ago. So, again, even if they say, crime is down, the types of crimes are insane. Setting someone on fire, that is the most...
That's barbaric.
Evil thing. But go ahead. I'll let you finish up. Go ahead.
Okay, I say this, right? I don't know the exact name, but it's like they pretty much army, like what you call it, the National Guard. I just saw some people in the city. They had assault rifles. They had on like the army fatigues, like military weaponry, and they wasn't cops. They was like, I said, damn, that's pretty. That's a lot right there, looking like G.I. Joe one of them had an assault rifle, only one of them, but the rest of them were just like they ready to go to Iran or something. And I guess it's the presence, but they're scared too. If a suicide bomber runs up on you, I don't give a damn what artillery you got. If somebody doesn't care about their lives, so they're scared too. Yeah, the cops are just running up the payroll. As you see, all of this overtime fraud, they're going to use that to benefit them. You know, everybody's using that. Not to say you don't have good cops. You definitely have good cops. But I'll say this: when I read the stats report for crimes, it said that the crimes were down. Now you may have 3,000 murders in 1993 and 500 murders in 2024. Quiet. That's a decline. You know, that is a decline. Yeah, somebody getting set on fire is barbaric, but somebody getting shot, you know, is all ends in murder. You know, so I don't think just how they die it makes it much different. Yes, it's savagery and barbaric for somebody to get burnt alive, but just for anybody to take another human's life, it's just barbaric.
Okay.
Can I speak on it? Can you make a hoe a housewife or something like that? A righteous woman?
Hang on. Can a hoe become a righteous woman? Never mind that housewife stuff. Can a hoe become a righteous woman? That's the question, sir.
A righteous woman? All right, let me give you an example, right? And
sir, can you not give me an example and just answer the question? We don't need analogies, and it's a question.
Okay. Well, Maya Angelou was a prostitute, but then she came this holier than thou person. But me, I think that she just looked down on people who was younger than her that made the same mistakes that she made. She just used her experience and think that she's better than people, but she's the same person.
Can I ask you to answer the question? Never mind Maya Angelou and her. I know her story, sir. The question.
Okay.
Can a hoe
no
become a righteous woman?
No.
Okay. I appreciate your call, sir. Thank you.
I have a good one.
Thank you. Okay. Area code 806. Good afternoon. This is a very sloppy research edition. Are you there? We're talking about the Nashville High School shooter. 806.
I'm here, Star. I'm here.
How are you, sir?
I'm all right. Hey, I was going to touch on your topic right quick, if you don't mind.
Please, go ahead.
Can a hoe become a righteous woman? Well, can a honeybee not make honey? No, she can't. So she's going to be what she was made to be.
You have the floor, sir. You have the floor. Come on.
I mean, it's just that simple, Star. You're a reading nigga. You read the books. And if he's a potter and he made a honeybee to make honey, a honeybee can't make, if he don't make honey, he dies, Star. A prostitute or a hoe, whatever you want to call it, if she ain't hoeing, she ain't doing what she's supposed to be doing. So no, she can't become a righteous woman. Just that simple.
Right. Listen, I'm letting you guys speak. I'm hearing people out. People keep getting this question confused. Can a hoe become a housewife? That's not the question. Can a hoe become a
righteous woman?
You said no.
Yeah, righteous woman. She can't become a righteous woman. She wasn't made a righteous woman, Star. It's not in her DNA.
Talk.
I'm letting you. Hey, there's a scripture. There's plenty of scriptures to back it up. There's one in Ecclesiastes in the Bible. Yeah. It says, "Well, God is made crooked, can no man straighten." So if she was made that way, you can't straighten her out. You don't care what you do.
Right.
Whatever method you try, you cannot straighten her out. If she was made to be a hoe now, Star. If wholeness is in her blood, you can't stop that, man.
Facts.
All you can do is support that and get what you can get from that.
Right. Talk to the babies. I'm letting you talk. Talk to them.
Well, listen, man. It's just, people, I say, are dumbed down today. Because we have been dumbed down by society and by the educational system. Like you say, are you a reading nigga? Do you read books? Do you seek knowledge at a higher level? Most people don't. But anyway, that was just the one I was touching on that one right quick, man. Just let you know that. Yeah. Well, you already knew it anyway. I'm talking to the babies because you already knew it. You already knew it. Because like I said, a honeybee.
Well, listen. I'm gonna.
It's made to make honey.
I'm gonna jump in.
It's made to make honey. If a honeybee don't make honey, that bee dies.
Right. You said that, and I'm just gonna champion what you've said because I have not given my answer to the question as of yet.
I'll give you another one, Dan.
Well, hang on, sir. Can I just jump in and I'll let you finish up?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Can a hoe become a righteous woman? The answer is no.
No.
Go ahead and break it down. Go ahead.
Well, that's it. I mean, if what you made to be, brother. I mean, I'm not calling you brother. Forgive me for that. But listen, that's what you made to be.
Right.
If it's in your DNA,
yeah,
you don't do what you're supposed to do. If you're a goofy nigga, you're a weirdo nigga. There's nothing you can do to change that. You can dress the part and try to be the part, but you're still a weirdo nigga. When they see you, man, you're a weirdo still.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
End of story. You know what I'm saying? And the shooter, well, the shooter, he didn't look like an FBA to me, but most FBAs don't even know what FBA is anyway. FBA is truly somebody that was from here, a native. You know what I mean? Everybody didn't come over from Africa, man. I mean, they play that role. You watch Roots, and even the movie Roots, Lou Gossett told you in the movie Roots. Remember he had what's his name? Kuta Kinte.
Right.
He caught the kids behind the kids. He told them, take your first look at an African. Well, hold on, y'all are in slavery. In the movie, they told you that the natives were black already.
Mm-hmm.
He said, take your first look at an African. Huh?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that dude that did what he did, he wasn't an FBA no way. He probably was smart. He didn't look like he was a full FBA to me anyway. But my mind is, FBA nigga ain't gonna do that, Star.
Okay.
They got the nuts to do it.
Okay.
He's scared to do it.
Okay.
Huh? FBA nigga ain't gonna pull at the Draco and do some righteous shit.
Right.
He'll go to his own community, kill a bunch of his own kind of.
That's a fact.
Huh?
That's a fact.
I'm Cherokee, Blackfoot Indian, and Seminole. When we got them peace treaties, man, we was through with. We was destroyed. These niggas ain't gonna bust the grave to build nothing, man. They'll talk that shit all day long about the white man or whatever man who's in power, but they ain't gonna let no blood flow off the river. They're not gonna do nothing like that, cuz. They're not gonna flow off the river like that. These niggas talk that game, but they scared to die. They want to get some more pussy, get some money, all that old bullshit. Man, you ain't had no pussy yet. What's wrong with you?
Sir, I'm gonna let you cook. Keep talking.
Most of these niggas scared. Most of these niggas scared to die, Star. They always talking about getting some more money and getting some pussy or buying something, but don't want to die for the cause, man. Because it ain't no cause. Star, the cause is dead, bro. Star, it's dead. You know it's dead. Why you getting your money? That's why you're capitalism. Oh, that's why you got that paper. Paper rules everything around us, right? Cream, cash rules everything around me.
Yeah.
Huh? Because these standing with some niggas ain't gonna get you nothing but dead. Huh? Dead, you can be dead in the grave or dead in the penitentiary, whichever one you choose. Yeah. They're not gonna do nothing, Star. They can talk all that talk they want to talk about Trump. These cats put Biden in there, man. Knowing what this cat was about, go look up his record.
Facts.
And you ain't got nothing on Trump.
Facts.
No, but you voted Biden in there, and all you could vote for? Come on, man. These niggas dumb. Oh, hold on. I take that back. These niggas destroyed. They destroyed, Star. And that's why I say, nigga get mad at me for what I'm saying right now. Want to come do something to me, but that cat that's holding him back on his job, that cat that won't taking his tax money, the cat that's overtaxing, the cat, I say, they're not his promotion on the job. Won't promote his black ass. Okay. He'll get mad at me.
I let you cook, sir. I let you cook. I appreciate the call. I got to take others. Thank you.
I'm gone.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Thank
gone.
you. Okay. 08. Good afternoon. This is a research edition. Are you there? 808.
Hey, what's going on, big dog? This is folks action. What's going on, loved one?
What's up, man? We're talking about the shooter, what he did down in Nashville. You up to speed?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a repeat topic. I want to actually touch on the can a hoe be a righteous woman though? Yes.
Can she become a righteous woman? A hoe?
Become. Give me right. And I'm gonna have to give you a little pushback on what you said. You said no. I believe so. You know what I mean? Especially applied in the right situation. A hoe can be very effective as a woman in the right situation. So I must disagree on that. Now, a hobo is a different thing. But and another thing is, too, we're going to go back to that guidance, okay? Because a lot of people's wives were somebody else's hoe. So whether they want to believe that or not, it's the truth of the matter, okay? There's no virgins rolling around out here.
Well, hang on a second, sir. So I just let me try to clearly understand what you're saying. You said a hoe can become a righteous woman, yes?
No, not that she can't become one. She can be.
Sir, that's the question. Please, it's on the screen. Can a hoe become a righteous woman? It's a very.
I think a lot of the hoes. I think the hoes are the righteous women.
Sir, please don't twist the question, please. It's on the screen. Can she become a righteous woman after being a hoe? It's very simple.
I believe so. You know what I mean? As long as she with some right guidance, I believe she can, to be honest. And what's your interpretation of a righteous woman? You know, at the end of the day. So to each his own on your interpretation.
Can you Google righteous? Can you read it to us? Righteous. I got a bunch of windows open here. I got time,
hold
sir.
on. Give me a second.
Righteous. And a hoe. A hoe become righteous. Give me a second, folks. Guys, sit tight on the phone lines. I'm coming. Pause. I'm coming.
A person of conduct, morally right, justifiably virtuous. Feelings of righteous indignation about pay and condition. Ooh, I like that.
Can you come a little closer to the phone so you sound like you're far away? I want to hear you. Can you read that again, please?
All right. Of a person of conduct, morally right, or justifiably virtuous, feelings of righteous indignation about pay and conditions.
So you're saying a hoe can become that?
Absolutely.
I say no, sir, because when a woman okay, so I'm going to respond. I'll let you land your plane. Land your plane.
All right, you should know.
When a woman become, hang on, I'm trying to answer. When a woman becomes soiled, sir. Okay. Can she then become righteous? No, sir. Can a mother of three become a virgin, sir? Please don't giggle, sir. Please don't giggle.
Yes, he can.
No, sir.
Actually,
no,
yes,
sir,
he can.
I don't give a goddamn if she has an operation to tighten up the coochie. She can never be a virgin again, sir. But go ahead, land your plane. Go ahead.
Truth of the matter, man. It's up for interpretation, I would say, like I said, man. You know what I mean? Some people pay for a woman to be righteous in their own eyes every night. And
those are fools, sir. Those are fools. But thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is a friend of mine, Gene Richmond. Let's take our time with this, sir. Good evening, number 9. How are you?
Good evening, my good friend Star. It's always a pleasure to be on the Star. Yes. It's always a pleasure to be on the Star Report.
We're talking about a few topics. Where do you want to start? The Nashville High School shooter. Could have been misguided. Could have been a nigger coon, a bootlicking tether. I don't know. Someone did call in from that area in Nashville and said he was Somalian. Or do you want to start? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I don't believe he was Somalian. The last name Henderson is not a Somali last name. I don't believe he was directly from Africa, and I don't believe he was from the Caribbean. I believe he was FBA. I truly believe he was FBA. FBA. Yeah, I believe it in my heart of hearts. I listened to the young man's vernacular and watched his mannerism and the terminologies he used. I believe he was purely and truly FBA. And this isn't the first time you will have someone that has that defining moment of inner turmoil or self-hatredness of who he is. I mean, there have been Jewish Nazis, if you look in history, like Dan Burroughs, who was a popular Nazi in the 1950s and the 1960s, who was Jewish through parents, and he joined that Nazi party in the United States. So this form of self-hatred is nothing new with these kind of characters. This is more of a emotional and more of a psychological dilemma, I think, which caused this downturn in behavior. I believe this young man was somewhat narcissistic. People say that he hated himself and suicidal thoughts. But again, even the suicidal can take on a narcissistic personality. You know, sometimes suicide is done as an act of being worthy to a higher power, if you will. So it doesn't always necessarily mean that this person truly devalued who he was. I think this was a symbolic action. So yes, this young man was FBA. He was not what they would say tether. He was not any of those things. I believe he was FBA. FBAs know their way around a gun more than any other kind of blacks in the United States. You know, they kill on mercy.
Say that again. Go back and say that again. Go back and say that again.
I say FBAs. know their way around a gun, firearm, if you will, more than any kind of other black in the United States. The FBI, the National Department of Justice crime statistics will tell you that. And if you go on any inner city in the United States, that will also tell you that. You know, Negroes are shooting each other like 90 going north in the south side of Chicago.
Can I jump in, sir? Because we are friends and we have some really good conversations behind the scenes. You could add up all of the FBA shootings with firearms going back to the history of this country, hundreds of years. It would not even be a quarter of the brutal killings over in Africa by way of machetes, knives, raping, and killing women and children. It wouldn't even be a quarter of those killings over in Africa.
So I agree. You look at the ancient civilizations of Songhay, the Hitsus and the Tutus, who are some of the most violent African tribes, and they committed all kinds of genocide and massacre. Idi Amin, weapon of choice was
General Idi Amin.
General weapon of choice down in Uganda. Down in Uganda was the machete. Yeah. If it was the machete, so you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But you have to ask yourself. You got to ask yourself this. You got to ask yourself this question. Now, where did the FBA learn it from? FBA learned that behavior from its ancestors in Africa.
Oh,
so
it wasn't Whitey. It was a place, Africa, thousands of miles away.
Correct. It's in the DNA. It's in the DNA passed down through generations upon generations. And now in the United States, you had an ethnogenesis, which people call themselves now FBA. But it goes back to Africa. It all goes back to Africa. Right. So it's in the DNA of the violent nature. So
number 9, can you hold on a second? Spanky Bighead sent a donation. Spanky says, "Star in both testaments. The righteous aren't sinless, but when they sin, they seek God's forgiveness, and God cleanses them of unrighteousness." Spanky Bighead, thank you. But the Bible, as you just pointed out, both testaments, that's folklore to me. It's just folklore. But thank you. Okay, you were saying number 9?
Well, that's folklore to you, but I believe a hoe can take on the mainframe of righteousness, can be holy and truly righteous. And I will explain. If you go back to the Old Testament, you have Tamar, who procured the 2 sons of Judah, which leading to their death, and then would turn around to then upon her call for execution by Judah, she would turn around and seduce Judah to then become the mother of his child, sparing her life. And she's known as the righteous prostitute. You also have the story. You also have the story of Rahab in the New Testament, who allowed Israelite spies into Jericho, who used methods to seduce the soldiers in Jericho to allow Israelite spies to come through her quarters.
I know the story very well, but now I have to ask you, was she a prostitute or was she a slut? Now, there is a difference, right?
Well, again, biblically, they're known as righteous prostitutes. These are the biblical terms as righteous prostitutes. And even Tamar is in the genealogical line of Jesus. So, again, the pathway through righteousness is through divinity. So a hoe or a prostitute or a worldly.
Let's keep it on the hoe. Hang on a second. I'm trying to put someone's donation on the screen. Gangs of Love. He says Haiti don't have running water. Goofy. Go get. Okay, he's taking a shot at you and Rory. I can't find that to put on the screen, but thank you, Gangs of Love. Back to you, number 9. You were saying, sir. Back to you. Go ahead.
Well, I want to say God bless you, the Gangster of Love. You're right. And that's why I have no means to ever go back to Haiti. Now, let's go back to this righteousness. I believe a hoe can become righteous, giving on the acts of divinity in which divinity becomes the pathway to righteousness. So I believe anyone can be cleansed in the blood, and true righteous theology will become righteous. Again, it's all divine interpretation.
The blood of
the blood of Jesus.
Okay. So make sure
the blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus. And also, I think you owe me 30 days of my banner on your show. I had to sit and listen to a Negro from New York talk about crime statistics, a stuttering Negro and a stuttering Negro with a baby in the background.
Well,
reading.
Hang on. Now you sent me a picture which did not fit the screen. Do you want a banner? Should I have Kurt make a banner for you?
Well, you have my banner that you posted up.
No, you had some I'll look for it again, but your banner doesn't fit the screen. You sent me a picture. I'm looking.
I sent you.
Looking right now.
I sent you 2 banners.
I'll look now whilst you're talking. I don't see your banner, man. Is it for the Freedom Hour or just for Gene Richmond? I don't see your banner.
The real number 9 banner. The real number 9 banner.
I don't see that.
Real number 9.
All right. Well, go ahead and land your plane. Go land your plane.
Which is what I'm saying is, it's a state of confusion, and the FBA situation. They were saying they're from Africa, and now they're saying they were already here. What is it? You were kings and queens in Africa, and then you were slaves, and now you were already here the whole time. What is the story now? You were already here the whole time. I don't understand it. Now they were here this whole time. They went from kings and queens in Egypt to the slave trade to being here this whole time. So essentially the wool's been pulled over everyone's eyes. I'm confused.
All right, hang on. Number 9. I just sent Kurt an email and I copied you. Make sure you respond to the email and then send him your information. He will make the banner. I'll pay for it. All right. I just send it to both of you. Okay.
I deserve 30 days of rotation.
Okay.
Because I had to listen. Get the banner. I had to listen to a Negro from New York.
Don't take shots at other callers. You want to finish up on the school shooter down there in Nashville? Any thoughts? Was he a tether? I think he's a tether.
No, he was not. Again, I'll tell you again. He was FBA. He was FBA. I heard the vernacular. I heard his delivery. I know an FBA when I see one. They are really good with firearms. There's no other blacks in America better than shooting. There's no other blacks in America better than shooting other niggas than FBA.
Okay.
You couldn't find one.
Good to talk to you.
You couldn't find one. And also, I wish I would have purchased that George Zimmerman gun on auction. I would have loved it. That's a collector's item. I would have loved to purchase that. That's a collector's item. Oh my God. That was the most high profile story in America. He put that FDA criminal 6 foot deep. I would have loved to purchase that gun. Loved it.
Hey,
you yourself.
Hold on a second. I sent you, guys, give us a second. Number 9 and I talk like this all the time. I sent you a Instagram clip yesterday. You didn't see that? The woman who thought she was asked why did Martin Luther King Jr. attend President Trump's inauguration. You didn't see that?
Yeah, I did see it. I thought that was hilarious, but that's typical. That's typical. That's typical of a Negro woman.
No. It's typical that most Americans don't know history. She wasn't the only one. There was some white people in there as well. Anyway, all right, man. Good to talk to you. Anything else you want to?
Well, but also I just want to say you want to talk about hoes coming to righteousness. You allow there's a hoe that you allow on your show with big old tits and a big old BBL ass with big old red lips to seduce men that comes on your show and seduces men.
She's not,
and she believes she's righteous. So a hoe can become righteous because you allow one to come on your show.
She's not on the line. She's not on the line right
with
now.
with those big hot red lips and those big old titties and those big old West Indian
folks. This show's a throwaway. Just bear with me.
Also, them big old titties and that big old ass comes on the show, and she bats her eyes and she puckers her lips and she seduces men right on your show for money, right on your platform, and you allow it.
Do you guys?
You wouldn't do the same.
Hang on. Hey, do you guys talk behind the scenes because you were having a little issue at one time? You guys okay?
I'm not having nothing. Okay. I know a hoe when I see one.
Okay.
You know, you're not going to procure me with those big old tits and that big old fat ass and think I'm just going to fall for the bait.
All right. Number 9. Good to talk to you, man. Good to talk to you.
Thank you.
Take care. Okay. Gene Richmond, number 9. Let's go to area code 561. Good evening. The show has gone left, so to speak. Are you there? We're talking about a few topics.
Yes, sir. How you doing, sir?
561. Hey, man. How are you? It's cracking.
Doing well. I just wanted to touch on the topic tonight.
Please.
A hoe cannot become righteous.
Let's
go.
I'm
going to say why.
Let's go.
A hoe been a hoe since she was in middle school. It starts young.
Right.
They've been doing it they've been sucking dick in middle school. They've been pregnant in middle school.
Easy, sir. Can you not go there about middle schoolers? Don't go there. I mean, that's a little too extreme. Okay. Please.
But we
Sheesh.
Okay, sir. But we all know those people. Okay, it doesn't change. A good girl, she's not good for the man. She's good because she's attached to something else.
Okay.
It's not you. You understand?
I'm listening.
A good girl can do some whole shit at times. A hoe can do some good girl shit at times. But people are going to be who they're going to be.
Right.
From the day that they're born.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say. It's very simple. That's all I had to say, Star.
Well, stay with me. How hard is it now to find a righteous woman? Because everybody wants to get up on the gram. Everybody wants to be a content creator. And once these females are in seek of attention, all that righteous stuff goes out the window. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, no, it's very hard.
Yeah.
They're not out here. Yeah. Like I said, a lot of people, they're attached to social media. They're attached to the world. They're not attached to things they can't see. Now, that good girl, like I said, she's a good girl for herself. She's not a good girl for everybody else. You know what I mean?
Okay.
A hoe is a hoe for the world. She's a hoe. It starts at the core. You can't change it. You know what I mean? So a hoe can act like she's good. She can do a few good things.
You're a hoe, bitch.
But she can't change.
She can't change. Bitch, let's get some money. Stop all that fronting and pretend. Let's get some money, bitch.
That's it.
Yeah.
Use her for what she's worth.
There you go.
That's it. You know what I mean? You look around and you see these old women. They're still hoes. They're still hoes.
You see these women up in the churches. Hoes. Those are hoes.
Still doing whole shit at 70, 80 years old. It doesn't change. They can't change.
They're hoeing for the church. Right? And hoeing for the church.
Yeah. And guys are blinded. You have to deal with different types of women for you to see it. If you only had 2 or 3 women your whole life, you're very blinded. You can't see it. Yeah. When you meet certain women, you realize, hey, you know what? I missed the signs, but this girl been the same girl from the first conversation I had with her. Yeah. She didn't change.
I have no problem with hoes. In fact, I've said on multiple occasions, I prefer a hoe. Well, please don't pretend you're something other than what you're. If you're a hoe, you're a hoe. Let's get a bag.
Good time.
Let's get a bag, hoe. Let's get some money, hoe.
Yeah, they're a good time. Okay. Use them for what they're worth.
Right.
But that good girl, she's a needle in a haystack. Appreciate the call.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Okay, Kurt has responded already. Number 9, he responded. Number 9, Kurt already responded about your banner. Uh-oh. I know you're going in a different direction. No, you.
Yes, I am.
Hey, Jen.
Yes, I am. How are you, Star?
Hey, Jen. Take your time.
Listen.
Take your time.
Let's talk about these hoes, all right?
Somebody's hoes.
Hoes are righteous women. The reason that they're righteous women is because they live in their truth. They know what they like, they get it, and they keep going. They don't judge nobody for what they want. And they don't want to be judged. They are human beings that are living their life. So I say to you today that hoes are righteous women. Period. There's no in between. It's only degrees and moral compasses that separate one woman from the other.
I'm not sure what you're saying. You said a woman is a hoe, and she can be righteous because she lives in her truth. Is that what you said? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
But what I'm saying, the hoes are righteous women in of themselves because they live in their truth. And what greater righteousness is there than to live in your truth?
Now, I'm respecting, your position, but now clearly you're talking about devoid of God's law, right? This devoid of God's law.
Okay, so here's this thing. Now, if you're defining righteousness not on a layman's moral compass or
never mind me, Jan, never mind me. You subscribe to the omnipotent power and so on and so forth. So now what you're saying is counter to God's law. You do know that, right? What you're saying right now. Oh, that living in the truth is because I say so. That's not answering. That's not submitting to the will of God. That's something totally different. What you're saying, respectfully.
Well, I read somewhere or had a sermon somewhere that says, "Judge and ye shall be judged." So I think I am living in the theory of God. I am living by God's word. I am not judging. I am just stating that people who live in their truth are righteousness unto themselves.
Now there's more to that scripture than what you just read, right? I mean, I'll take the time because you and I chop it up, but now there's more to that than just judging. We're talking about self-defining as opposed to judging others. Self-defining. Let me ask you the question. Let me for other people who may not have heard the question, can a hoe become a righteous woman, not a housewife, a righteous woman?
And again, I state that hoes are righteous women because they live in their truth. Now, their truth may change, they may grow, or they may not, but they are living in their truth right now, and they are not judging. I see people that I would rather sit down and break bread with that are on the street than going into a church and sitting with the mother of the church because I'm going to be judged by her. I'm going to instead of being judged by God. And see, that's the difference. So what I'm saying to you is that a hoe is in itself, by your definition.
No, not my definition. No. Never mind me. It's a question for you. You're a woman, a mother. Never mind me.
Yeah.
Never mind me.
So let me ask you a question. There, Star. What is your definition of a righteous woman?
We've already read that on the show here. You can pull up the Oxford. Hold on a second. Oxford definition, if you like. It's not tomatoes, tomato. Can you pull it up for us while I put some stuff on the screen? Poor Ray Janet sing that song.
Oh, let's see.
Jesus. Let me put that on the screen. Can you read it to us? I got time. Righteous
one.
Righteous
woman or righteousness?
Just righteous. No, righteous, not righteousness. Righteous.
All right. Let's go here.
Give her a second, guys. Poor righteous teacher, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in.
All right. So righteousness means to be morally right or to act in accordance with moral law. It can also mean to be free from sin or guilt. Again, I am right. A hoe is righteousness because she's living within her truth.
If you say you're right and that's what you believe, that's fine. That's fine. I see a difference, so we agree to disagree.
It also says moral, virtue, integrity, goodness, honesty, righteousness, character, uprightness, ethical, and noble. There are a lot of noble hoes out here.
Free from sin.
There are a lot of righteous hoes out here.
It said free from sin.
There are a lot.
Hang on.
It
said free from sin. Yes?
But see, here's the thing, Star. None of us are free from sin. We are born in sin.
That wasn't the question. That wasn't a question. The definition said free from sin. Yes?
Right, but everybody is sin. You are born in sin. Your skin is your sin. Everyone, according to you are mixing definitions out here. You're mixing with religion and
no.
What word am I looking?
No. I'm asking you if you are religious to stand on your doctrine of moral, hierarchy, so to speak. I'm asking you to stand on that. Don't try to wiggle out of things and then include me. We don't share the same ideology. According to your beliefs, your system of living, your doctrines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your doctrines. Can a hoe become a righteous woman? You're saying yes. I just want to be clear.
Well, yeah. Well, here, let me. I think Maya Angelou.
Oh God! Please don't. We've already been down that path. Stop. No. Still I rise. We're not doing that. No.
Well, you asked the question, and I think I want to give you an example of a woman who came out of the prostitution and became the mother, the auntie, the grandma of us all, of a culture. Her name was Maya Angelou.
Not me.
So,
and she died a hoe too. Let's be clear. She died a hoe. The hoe's dead. Died a hoe. Fuck out of here. He died a hoe. Once a hoe, always a hoe. Go ahead.
All right, and let's go to Mary Magdalene.
Oh,
for years, centuries, the church had denoted her as a former prostitute. Now they're changing their mind. Why? Because she was the first one to give the good news of Jesus Christ. It wasn't none of his male disciples. It wasn't his brothers or his mother. It was she who the church deemed a prostitute for many.
That's folklore to me.
Now they're changing their mind.
Janet, that's folklore to me. You can read multiple scriptures, and I know a lot of scriptures better than most believers. It's folklore. It means nothing to me, respectfully. Yeah.
Well, you know what, Star? I'm going to go ahead and land my plane because you keep changing the goalposts.
Well, no.
And it's not.
I'm asking you to stand on what you say, but now let's be clear. Let's be clear. Was Mary... Was she really a prostitute? Because that narrative has been changed. You do know that, right?
That's what I just stated. For centuries, they had declared her a prostitute. Now they're trying to change the subject. All right. Now, what is it? Which one is it?
Was she a slut?
And then let's talk about.
Was she a slut? Was she a slut instead of a prostitute? There's a difference, right?
Let's talk about the lady at the well who had many of husbands. Okay. And then she began to pronounce after her encounter with Jesus, began to preach his name. She became a righteous woman. Now a woman. So, you have to, we're going to put a goalpost somewhere and we're going to keep it at that place because I gave you many examples of what you call folklore and a real person. To demonstrate what I'm saying. I have read your definition, and I think my reasoning that a hoe is righteous because she was living in her honesty. She living in her truth. Okay? She living by her moral compass. So your righteousness compass, you have to define it more clearly because, you're moving the goalpost to meet your agenda. And it's just not working out. You got to be solid.
Hang on. Would you feel comfortable with a part-time escort and a part-time stripper coming to your house to raise your 5-year-old?
Sure.
If she lives in her truth?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. What make you think I don't know them now? I got a whole relative out here that runs a whole flock of females.
And teaching your child that there's righteousness in being a prostitute and escort, you'd be fine with that?
I think this woman has the moral fortitude of a saint. What are you saying?
But teaching,
just because,
but teaching,
again,
teaching your child is what I'm saying to you. Teaching your 5-year-old, you'd be okay with that. Teaching your child, this is a life that you can benefit from, and you'd be okay with that.
Yeah. Yes. Because we're all for.
You're capping, but go ahead. You're capping. I know you.
No, I'm not capping. I'm not capping. I'm telling you the God honest truth. I done sent you photographs. I'm telling you the God honest truth. I have one niece who's the vice president of a college and another niece who runs a whole thing. So what are you saying? Come on. And they are both beautiful women. They run their businesses legally. They pay taxes. Legally. They do what they need to do. And I'm proud of both of them.
Hey, Janet, can I ask you to land your plane with regards to the Nashville High School shooter? Supposedly this manifesto, did you read any parts of it? Nigger Cell manifesto. If this is his wording, it's pretty harsh.
No, I didn't read anything about it. Matter of fact, I was just learning about it later in the day. So I really didn't get into it. No, but it's I feel bad for the families that are in mourning or that are in shock and have to go through this over and over again. It's an epidemic that it's a mental epidemic, and we're never taking the teachable moments.
Can I read some of this to you?
Sure, go ahead.
He's now deceased. Okay, he killed himself. Hold on a second. Solomon Henderson was his name. Okay, this is his No Lives Matters Nigger Cell Manifesto. Kill niggers, behead niggers, roundhouse kick a nigger into the concrete, put a bomb in a nigger's mouth, throw knives at niggers, inflate niggers until they pop, crucify filthy blacks, defecate in niggers' food, and so on and so on. Do you think he was raised by a righteous woman?
I think he was raised in pain. I think he was raised in the.
That wasn't a question, though. That wasn't a question. Do you think he was raised?
Yeah. So I think
by a righteous woman.
No, I think he was raised by a mentally ill woman.
Okay.
That's what I think, but I don't know his whole story, so I really can't point fingers. But it saddens me that the hate that he has for himself, and he deflected it to innocent people.
Yeah.
That is the heartache. Okay. And this is a teachable moment that this nation needs to take, because we didn't take any of the rest of them. We just moved on to the next story. We need to take a pause, and we need to look at this. We need to talk about it. We need to keep it in the headlines. We need to start looking at our youth and asking them, hey, are you okay? That's what we need to do. Okay. That's what we need to do.
Great to talk to you, Janet. Great to talk to you.
Okay.
Bye now.
Bye-bye, Star.
Bye-bye. Always good to hear from Janet. Varnell, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Yeah, this show has been very, very sloppy, and I'm not sure if I can even monetize this particular broadcast, but thank you for your support. Can we get a confirmation? Was this nigger Somalian? Troll babies. I want to play that video again, but maybe I shouldn't. Guys, hold on. What was the nigger doing with the watch? Nigger so gently, Brittany. Okay. Someone says don't play it again. All right, we'll get past it. Let me go to area code 562. Hey there. Good evening.
If you're a real motherfucker.
Turn that down in the background,
if you're
please.
A foundational bird ass.
Please turn that down, please.
But if you're a real motherfucker, go to that channel. Called Shaving Bernard.
Sir, can you turn that
go
down?
Go to Dusty Bishop TV and go to Will.
He doesn't get it. I don't mind you cursing and talking crazy, but sounds like you're calling from a bathhouse. What the fuck? Area code 601. Are you there? We're trying to see if the shooter was Somalian or FBA. 601.
Yes, sir, Star. This is a caller calling from Jackson, Mississippi.
Hey, man, how are you? It's cracking, sir.
I'm doing fine. How are you? I have not done too much research as far on the shooter in Nashville, Texas, but I did want to just make a short comment on, can a hoe be a righteous woman?
Yes, sir.
In my opinion, no, due to the fact of if we're talking about a hoe has a certain duty, and that is to use her body explicitly or explicitly to make money, which is very different from a whore, which will do it for pleasure.
Right.
So if we want to look at...
Sir, can you fix your phone? It's a little choppy. I want to hear what you're saying. Are you on some type of... what type of phone are you on?
It's an Android. Let me get in. How is it now?
Well, go ahead. I'll work through it. Go ahead.
Okay. So yes, that's all kind of what I had to say on that. In order for a hoe to be righteous, she literally would have to raise her purpose for what it is, because I believe for a woman to be a hoe, that's more of a mental and psychological choice versus a whore. And that's all I pretty much have to say on that.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the Nashville shooter? Was he just a crazy nigger, or was he did he have a mission?
Actually, I'm kind of conflicted. The thing that spoke the most out to me was what seemingly was hate rhetoric for FBA Americans. The one thing that stood out about me to that, it kind of put me in mind of Harriet Tubman. Not trying to say they are exactly the same. Harriet Tubman herself got rid of black people, those of Black Americans who were claiming that they were trying to be on the route where she was trying to go. And if so, that they showed to be wavering, she took them out. It was either, hey, we take you out right.
She said she could have saved more slaves, but they didn't, they didn't realize they were slaves.
Exactly. The sharecropper mentality. That's something that's strong here within the southern states of America. But
have you seen the shooter, sir? The Nashville shooter. They're saying he was a fake drainer. You know what I'm talking about?
A fake
drainer. Have you seen him?
I have seen him.
Okay.
I have seen him. Honestly, if you're just judging off his physical looks alone, he looked as complicated as any other.
Sir, your phone's going in and out. I thank you for calling, though. It's going in and out. Thank you, man. Thank you. One or two more calls, all right? And then we'll call it a day. 313, you my last caller. We've been doing a research show. Off the rails. Yes, no, maybe. 313 and 5, 4.
Star.
3. Yes.
Star, what it do?
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm good, man.
How can we help you, sir?
You want to be a rapper, man. They need a body.
A wannabe.
Wannabe.
Yeah. But he took himself out, even if that was a thought at one time. He took himself out. Right?
He was scared of jail.
He was pussy. He was pussy.
Pussy.
He was pussy.
He didn't want to go to jail.
Pussy.
Be around all men. You can't handle that.
Real niggas don't want to go to jail, but they ain't scared to go to jail. He was pussy. He was pussy nigga.
Yeah, a gangster on the block. He read the block, you nothing.
Can you speak to the showrunner, sir? Can a hoe become a righteous woman? That's the question.
Star. You know that. No.
I've already said no, sir, but I'm letting other people talk and chime in. The answer is no.
Okay.
No.
That boat been said. I know some females who done screw niggas and they forgot. And they done told me they did it by mistake. I didn't even mean to screw him that night. I was drunk. I was da-da-da-da-da. Star.
Sir, hang on now. We're not just talking about sexual activity. A hoe. If she's scheming and scamming and she gets a little taste of that life, if she's, doing anything out here on the disingenuous side of things, and she gets to liking that type of lifestyle, she can't then become a righteous woman, right?
Yeah, but it won't take nothing for her to backslide or to relapse.
Facts.
Let it get tight enough, Star.
Yeah.
Let it get tight enough. You ain't got that $100 she call you, she finna call somebody else to get that 100, bro.
That's a fact.
And when she get that and you call and check on her to see if she got it, she gonna get the other 100 from you too.
That's a fact, yeah. You can be married to her for 24 years. The mother of your children, a grandmother to your seeds. You die, she ain't got no money. What's she gonna do?
Exactly. See, let me tell you something, Star. So a lot of these dudes say that they woman, man. That's only your woman when she around you, bro. When she around us, we got her.
Yeah.
When she at work, she loose, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. They for the streets, Star. When you for the streets, you're always for the streets, that's man. It's hard to come back from that. You become a shell of yourself.
Sir, there is no coming back.
Ain't no coming back from that.
Once she's for the
what
streets,
you gonna do? What you go?
That's it. Go ahead.
You can't put that toothpaste back in the tube and make them walls back tight again. I don't care how much vinegar you soak it in.
Facts. It's a fact. Yeah.
That's a womb, man. That's a womb. A life could be created out of that. It ain't the same. Men do it, y'all do it, we do it. No. You can't come back from that, Star. Not a creator.
A man, if you subscribe to mysticism and so on and so forth, a man is made in the image of God. He should be able to sample everything on the planet to his liking. Okay, I smashed 10 bitches in a week. I'm God, bitch. I
kept life going, though. I kept life going, though.
You push out the seed, bitch, and you need to set a good example, raise it up in a righteous manner. I got to go, man. Thank you.
That's a fact.
Thank you.
Peace, Star.
Peace. Okay. This show was a total disgrace, and I hope that you enjoyed it, guys. All right.